one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to coin after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
What's up, Brian? How we feeling after this weekend of just absolute failures for you?
Exhausted. That's exhausted. That's how I feel.
That was a little aggressive, but I don't think it was a hyperbole.
No, it was a tough weekend. Gambling wise was poor. Personal, rooting interest was poor. When you talk about obviously Bengals and Ryder Cup and all that kind of stuff. It was just a tough weekend. It was a tough weekend for sports and gambling. I think I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. Tough week for gambling.
Sports. So this week we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna start Ryder Cup, and then we're gonna get into what happened this week in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start by hearing just your general takes, because I have a few specific things of what you thought of the Ryder Cup this year.
So I think we kind of said this. We were texting back and forth. We both said on the pod at the end of the pod last week that not that into it, not going to we'll have it on, but probably not going to watch that much of it. Okay, I was just completely wrong. I watched the entire thing. I watched every second of the Ryder Cup.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. I couldn't get enough.
Yes, I couldn't stop.
It was wild.
Which I love. I thought it was so much fun to watch. I forgot how much fun it was.
I was more into it than I was football.
Me too. Oh, definitely. Actually, all 3 days, because the Bengals didn't play till Monday night. So all 3 days for me. Even Sunday. Yeah, I put it on. I had it on the TV Sunday, and then I had football on my iPad for during the day games, because I was watching it, especially when it got down to the wire there at the end, when it was getting really, really close, 2 or 3 o'clock, whatever time it was, when Gus was making that big comeback. But no, I again, so just my overall thoughts, genuinely enjoyed it, loved watching it. It was a ton of fun, even when the U.S. was down, whenever they were I don't know what it was after. What was it after 2 days, the first 2 days? They were down 7 points.
It was
6 points.
10 to 3, something like that.
10 and a half, 4.5 or something like that, 10 to 4. Yeah. Even at that point, I was excited to watch it, the singles matches on Sunday, because you always hold out for that opportunity, for that chance. But I think there were some mistakes that were made that I think a lot of people would agree with. I don't think some of the pairings made a lot of sense. I know we went back and forth a lot with that with Max too, kind of picking and choosing through some of the choices that Keegan made. I don't think made a ton of sense, and then running them back day 2. Was it Morikawa English was the one, or who was the terrible pairing?
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah, it's just they got killed first day, lost about the same way the second day. They lost 6-5 both days, 6-4 both days, something like that. So I feel like some points were given up there, but I love the comeback on Sunday, man. It was so much fun to watch them come back. And then obviously we have the controversial Victor Hovland pulling himself out of it and getting a half point, which it didn't end up mattering, which I'm glad it didn't end up mattering, because then I think a lot of people would have been pissed, but I kind of wanted it to matter, because then it could force changes.
I think it matters. So, okay, let's just get into that now, because I was going to wait to the end.
Okay. Yeah, let's do all that. Let's do that now.
But just the psychological way that a full point would have affected the team, right? So if you just withdraw, I guess, or you just can't go, you get a half a point, which is huge in this, because they needed 4. And just to get to split that, or just they shouldn't even count it. I don't understand. That's a bad rule. That's a rule where it's or just have a 13th guy that can come in.
So that was my thought, is can't you have a sub, or
emergency quarterback?
Like the third quarterback in the NFL nowadays. Can't you just bring someone on? They're a part of the team.
Yeah.
They don't
have him be an assistant coach, but just have him be ready.
Correct. Yeah, and they're not allowed to play any matches unless someone has to withdraw from injury. So for example, Hovland had pulled himself from the second match on Saturday. He was replaced by someone else who was one of their top 12, right? This would only be for singles that they get pulled in. It's just weird. It doesn't make it. The rule doesn't make any sense to me. And I was hoping. Can you explain to me the whole envelope thing? Like that's what I don't understand. Was the whole envelope bad? Like everyone kept talking. Like Harry English's name was in the envelope, right? So he didn't get to play, and everyone kept talking about this whole envelope thing. I didn't understand the concept of the envelope.
The envelope thing?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
No, that's what I'm saying. Clue. I kept seeing that all over social media, and I don't know what it means. And I was hoping. Ryder Cup. Okay, I'm looking it up. Rule.
While you look it up. Rule. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You give me your thoughts, and I'll look this up.
No, I just saw a lot of comments about like, oh, Victor looks good. Like, why isn't he playing? Or like some neck injury. I don't think you understand.
He looked fine.
No, I disagree with that. A small thing in your neck or back is so big in golf, it doesn't matter. So if he went out and tried to play, so I'm assuming if he went out and tried to play and couldn't finish, then he'd have to concede a whole point. But I mean, the rule's dumb. Let's just lay that out right now. The rule's dumb, but people thinking that he was like just okay. Dude, I've had stuff with my neck and back a ton. Even little things where I'm like, man, if I try to play right now, it's going to be bad, or it could just get worse because like a pinched nerve or, just irritation in general, because there's so much torque, especially him, because he aims it 40 yards right, and Nick Faldo thinks he's playing a draw, and it drives me insane every time, but he hits a 50-yard pull cut every time. It drives me insane. I don't understand it. The announcers it's another story, but any little thing, any little injury in golf is tough because you use your whole body. And I understand it's not football, it's not basketball, but like any tweak with your swing, you'll lose power. The contact won't be good. You might not, you might be afraid to go after the ball to, compress it. I don't like that comment. People don't understand. People don't know ball if they think Victor Hovland is faking an injury to not play in the Ryder Cup. That's ridiculous.
No, yeah, you're probably right there. And I like Victor. I'm a Victor guy. Like
he's cool.
If anyone listens to this, like I have always said that I like Victor Hovland. He's always been one of the guys I always bet on. Like he's one of the guys I pick a lot of times when I place bets. He seems like just a chill, down to earth dude. But yeah, the whole thing was weird. So I looked up the envelope rule. So basically what it is before you start, both teams have to put a name in an envelope for if someone does withdraw with injury, that person will not play. So like it's a predetermined person that Keegan had to put into an envelope, and then they open it up. So like, I don't know why you would do Harry. I think he's ranked 10th in the world. I don't know why you would have done.
Maybe he just didn't have it that week. Like maybe
he just didn't have it. Yeah.
Because I get it.
Colin to me would have been the one. I feel like he had a rough go of it this week.
That guy's kind of like me with putters, man. He's been having he has a new putter every time I see him play. Let's just say that right now.
I like Colin too. Like I don't have a problem, but he seemed like he was struggling this week. And maybe it was the matchups, maybe it was the.
I'll tell you what, the U.S. team. This is Monday morning quarterback kind of stuff, but it just seemed like they picked a bunch of guys who were good 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe, who were playing very well a couple years ago, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. There's something about the team. I think it's a hindsight thing because I was telling you, I'm like the U.S. is going to blow them out.
Mm-hmm.
But then, because, they have Scotty, who's just been incredible. Bryson brings the fire. JT always shows up. But then they have the quiet guys like Cam Young, Harris English, Colin Morikawa. Like, they have good players, like really good players. Xander.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then I see Rory's Rory, John Rahm. I'll tell you one thing, quick tangent about John Rahm. Scotty Scheffler's lucky that guy's on live.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have half of his wins if John Rahm was playing. And I will die on that hill. John Rahm is so fucking good.
That's why I think it's a bummer with the lit. Like that's why it sucks.
It is a bummer
because you don't get the top. Not all the top guys. And Bryson, same thing. Like Bryson, absolutely would cut into some of those as well because I like Bryson's a stud. It's fantastic. 100%. Like it does stink. Like that's why it's fun to watch these things. That's why most of the majors are a lot of fun is because you get some of these guys back in the tournaments And I think that's what makes it fun is you get to see the best golfers in the world going at it. I was a little bummed about Scotty though. Like I kind of felt bad for him at one point. Like he'll be fine. Obviously he's going to be fine. But like I think he came out and said it was the most disappointed he's ever been in his golf career after the first 2 days. Yeah. He only made like one birdie on Saturday or something. Like it was tough. Like you couldn't count on him. And then I think it was the end of the first day. In the second match, they were either tied or down one going in, or his alternate shot, and he flubbed it into the bunker from like 85 yards away. He shanked it. Like it was just not what you expect from the world number one in that situation. I'm sure the Ryder Cup has a different pressure than
for sure.
Like a major, because you got team depending on you. It's not just your solo game, right?
Well, it's kind of like the Tiger thing. Tiger was never great in I think his record was like 4-9-1 in.
That's crazy.
In
Ryder Cups?
No, not in. What are they called? Four balls, whatever the fuck they're called.
Four ball. Yeah.
It was 4-9. His 4 ball was 4-9-1, and Scotty was 0-2 this week. So what? 0-2? No, he was like
0-4. 0-4. Yeah. He's the first world number one to ever go 0-4 or to lose 4 straight matches.
Crazy. All right, so let's cool it on the Tiger Scotty comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scotty didn't show up, which is kind of a bummer, but no one else did. But I think it's
Cam Young did. Cam Young was good, except for the end of his last round.
Yeah, but didn't he win it?
Or no, he halved. Oh no. No, you're right. He won. He made the putt on 18. He made a long hit right before, either before or after JT. He was the first one to close out his match, actually.
Yeah, he went off first.
Yeah. But he was up 3 with like 4 to play, and they were tied going into 18, and he won the final hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Young showed up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I want to talk next. I kind of wish they had Bryson and here we'll go into this. So I wish they had Bryson, Rory go off against each other, and I understand you want the best players to play against each other, but come on, you want some ratings.
Mm-hmm.
But also the fan thing. Do you think? I think they didn't make that matchup happen because of how rowdy the fans were. What'd you think of?
I think you're right. I think it would have been fun to watch, though. That would have been.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that would have been awesome to watch, just because the passion that Bryson plays with. They don't really like each other,
and they hate each other.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they like each other. It would have been really cool to watch. The fan thing, I feel like this is part of the Ryder Cup. Like, I don't know what all was said. I don't know what all was done to Rory. He seemed pretty pissed off, obviously. Like, there was some moments there that, even the announcers were going in saying, yeah, there's some stuff being said that isn't appropriate. But, like, he was giving right back to the fans. Like, he was flicking them off. He was like, that's part of the Ryder Cup, I think. I don't know what was said. So if, like, certain things were said that crossed the line, I have no idea. But, like, that's part of the fun of the Ryder Cup, I think, is the banter.
So hold on. So yes, I completely agree. But also, they chose to play it in New York.
Yeah, true.
So it's on them. Like they're talking about like, oh, the Americans are blah blah blah. You fill in whatever expletive you want. But New Yorkers are fucking insane. We all know that.
Yes.
They have no filter ever. They're the loudest people I've ever met. I live in Florida, which is basically New York. So you know what you signed up for playing the Ryder Cup there. And Rory is being a little hypocritical because he's saying like, oh, it's golf. It's a gentleman's game, blah, blah, blah. But then he's yelling, fuck you, pointing at people saying, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah. That's like, the thing for me. That's the thing for me is like,
choose.
If you're going to sit there and not do anything or say these things, and then afterwards you're just like it's great. You should celebrate as a team. That's what you should do. But like, it's the same thing. Like it's a back and forth. So I thought that was a little much. I think he's
just kind of a bitch.
I've said it plenty of times. I'm not the biggest Rory guy, and maybe that's part of it for me. But
he's
I definitely think
good at golf.
He is so good at golf.
He's so good at golf.
His game is really good at golf. Justin Rose. He's
the man.
Was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was
unbelievable.
It's hard. It's crazy because that team is so likable. But then you have Rory and Shane Lowry, and you're like, all right, get these guys out of here. We like the rest of the team. Like, I love Hatton's awesome.
Yeah.
Rahm again is awesome. Then you have Fleetwood and Rose. Like, they're so likable.
Yeah. Justin Rose, man. I think he shot 59 by himself. He would have shot 59.
Yeah.
That one day. I can't remember what day it was.
Second day? He had 8 birdies or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah. But I just wish they had this is my thing about like the US. Like, we need to have like our identity. Europe has their identity all the time. All their players are very similar, except for like Straka and Aberg or Oberg, whatever you say his name. But they're younger, like, they're under the wing of like the older European guys. But we needed guys like Brooks and Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
Needed them.
Well, that was going to be my question to you. Like, who would you have brought in?
Those two.
Who would you have left off?
Probably Sam Burns and Cantlay. I know Cantlay played well. Played well at times, but first of all, I just can't do his pre-shot routine. I can't watch. Like, I hate when they showed him. I'm like, I can't watch this. He's a great player, but he takes way too long, and he brings, not much to the table. Like, he's very quiet. We need killers. We don't have many. We have JT. First of all, pairing JT and Bryson. I was texting you and Max this. Pairing those two together. You can't, you're only two like fiery guys. You can't pair them together. Yeah. Because if they're both not playing well, then it's just gone. At least like,
a little bit.
Well, when Justin Thomas and who do you play well with? Cam Young. When they were together, Cam Young doesn't say a word, but Justin Thomas wasn't playing as well, but he was there to fire up the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and I think you saw more from Cam Young when
100%
he was playing with Josh because he you have someone else doing it. You got someone else with you who's showing the emotion. No, I completely agree. We need more spark plugs on the U.S. team. We do not have enough.
Yeah,
like you said, we have a bunch of quiet guys.
You need it.
Yeah. Especially in an environment like that. You need it. Bryson coming back from 5 down was also
sick.
That was awesome. That was so cool.
That was awesome.
That was so
Who did he
cool.
play?
That was like one of the best.
He played Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. Who was playing lights out to start that day.
Yeah. I don't like him either, but
yeah, I'm not a big fan of him either.
But yeah, it's a bummer. The comeback was cool, kept it interesting. I mean, I watched all of it, and just like the drama of it's fun, and people are complaining about it, but it's like, hey man, this is what we wanted. It's exactly what we wanted. Good and bad. It sucks we lost, but it was fun to watch.
You got US, like you got JT making the big putt on 18 to win his match. You got Cam Young making it to kind of start the whole, and then you had US winning a few matches from behind. I do feel bad for Russell Henley though. He played great. Like he was 8 under, had 8 birdies, and was up 2 or 3 coming down the stretch, and left his putt on 17 short and his putt on 18 short to tie that match, which ended up being
some of those memes.
Half point. Yeah. I feel bad for him. He played great. He played great all day, but you can't leave those putts short. You cannot leave those putts short, which is a bummer. I felt bad for him. But
yeah. But I mean, even like the interaction with the fans. Hold on. I completely forgot about this part. But the choreographed chants gotta go.
Yeah, that was terrible.
We can't be doing that shit.
That was terrible.
We have our USA chant. The Europeans have their Olay thing. Don't be fucking doing the Scotty Scheffler stomp thing.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I wish I never watched that video. That was bad.
I agree.
And I wanted to root against the US after watching that.
I know. I don't think you're the only one. I think there's a lot of people who felt the same way.
Yeah, that's got to go. It's got to go.
It's even worse is it worse that no one got into it at all?
No, that's a good thing that no one got in it. It's a good thing. Yeah. Everyone's like, hey man, leave the corny shit out. We got the USA chant. We know the players' names. We're not going to do a We Will Rock You remix. It was bad.
Was it? Yeah, Scott.
No.
I'm not gonna do it.
No. Anyway, we watched a lot more than we thought. Like 100% more than we thought. Yes. It was a lot of fun to watch, and yeah,
I can't wait for 2 years.
Yeah, it sucks that it's every 2 years. We're gonna win the President's Cup because we do it every year. But yeah, that's for next year.
It's a wrap up. Way to wrap up. Way to tie a bow on that.
Yeah. All right, Brian. let's talk about your favorite sport that you hate
not my
right
favorite
now.
Sport. I can't stand it, to be
All right,
honest.
let's hear it now. Let's hear your thoughts on your temperature on the Bengals.
Temperature is dead. Whatever temperature that is, whatever body temperature it is when you die, that's what temperature it is. No, but really, I mean, it's embarrassing. It's pathetic. The team's terrible. Like they're horrible. They're the worst offense in the NFL, which is embarrassing with some of the weapons they have. I mean, it all goes back to. I'm gonna keep it short. It goes back to failing the offseason, like I talked a million times, and I tried to talk myself into it, but didn't put the pieces around. Didn't fix the O-line. Didn't do anything really. Like we talked, they brought the same team back as last year, except they're starting 2 rookie guards instead of 2 of the worst guards in the NFL, and they switched out a veteran linebacker for a rookie linebacker. They added a defensive end, Jamar Stewart, in the draft, and that's really it. Like from a team building standpoint, yeah, they brought Noah Fant in, and he's been fine, but like those were their big moves. Were the rookies they signed and re-signing their own guys for more money, like you said. And honestly, my takeaway is Joe Burrow should have won MVP last year. Like the fact that he willed this team to 30-something points every week and kept them alive and got destroyed while he did it. Like the amount of hits he took, throwing for 40 touchdowns and less than 10 interceptions and 5,000 yards is insane. And that's my takeaway from all of this is Joe Burrow was robbed of MVP last year. And he might be the best player on planet Earth. That's it. That's all I got.
Because of Joe Burrow's good season last year, he's the greatest of all time.
Correct. No, just right now. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. I don't think he's the best player in the world, but I do think it shows how much he carries this team. And it sucks. It's hard to watch this team. Like I can't believe I watched the entire game, but I couldn't get myself to stop.
Last thing I'll ask, and we don't have to talk about it anymore. Is there a fix?
No. I don't think it's fixed. I mean, Bengals always start out slow, which they did this year, even with Joe in the 1 game and a quarter he played. They won the game, but the offense didn't look great. They always start out slow. When Browning came in last time, they changed the offense up completely. They haven't done that because they don't have a run game this year. Like they have no semblance of a run game, so there's nothing they can lean on. And Jake Browning is just missing. Like there was so many open receivers on Monday night. Like he just nowhere
near. He's not missing. He's just not throwing the ball.
Yes, he's not throwing the ball. And then he is like the times he does throw it, you have Jamar Chase running wide open over the middle for about a 10-yard gain. And he's throwing up a 50-50 ball to Mitch Tinsley, and it's 5 yards out of bounds. Like, I'm just like, I can't. Like, never been the biggest Browning guy. Like, I know he kept the team afloat around 500 when he was in a couple years ago, but it was a lot of screen game, a lot of run game. Like, it was a different team, and he cannot run this offense the way that Joe runs it. So that's the only fix is they have to try and do that. They have to try and fix it somehow. And the defense sucks. Like they don't blitz at all. They're the lowest blitzing team in the NFL. Lou wasn't the problem. He was a scapegoat. Sucks. I'm not going to say Al Gon's a bad coach because I don't think he's a bad coach. It's only been 4 games and he doesn't have much to work with because they brought back the same defense that was horrendous last year. So from a personnel standpoint, so that might be the last time we talk about the Bengals for the rest of the season. So there it is. It's very depressing, and football sucks, and it's not as much fun to watch when your team sucks.
Yeah, it's tough when you put all your eggs in one basket and the biggest egg falls out. It's like in Fall Guys when you're trying to get the golden egg. 4 people will know what that means. Yeah,
but yes, you're not wrong.
That's brutal, and it was one of the worst games I've ever watched. Plus, like the amount of flags, I think there was like 18 penalties. It was the worst of all time.
I was listening to a podcast going into the game. He's a rookie head ref. I don't know what his name is. They lead the league in flags per game at 24 or 25. Like, that's insane. Like, let them play. Like, and half those penalties were so, like, no one wants to watch that. Like, it's so ticky-tacky. No, it was just terrible.
Yeah. Like, I'm all for, like, human error and stuff. Like, especially with, like, baseball, they have, like, this. Should they have an umpire? Should they just, have a robot calling balls and strikes because we can see it? But I think human error is like a part of sports. But if it's every other play, there's another flag, What are we doing? Especially if it doesn't even
ridiculous.
affect the play. It's bad.
It was like the game, like you said, the game sucked. It was hard to watch, but then when you had to stop it wouldn't end. There was three penalties on every other play. Oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. But yeah, there's my quick Bengals rant that's sad and depressing, and we'll move on now.
Okay. So are the Packers good or are they bad?
I still think the Packers are good, but I will say, like, there is no funnier way for that game to end than in a tie.
A tie.
I think it's hilarious. Like, Jerry Jones wanted to win that game so badly, and they tied.
So bad.
I don't know why. I just think it's hilarious that after all this build up, it ends up being a tie.
Do you think that we should figure out a way to not have tie games?
Yes, I think tie games are stupid. I saw people saying this, and I agree with this. And a question for you: if you're gonna have ties in the NFL, why not just end it?
Yeah, don't have overtime.
Like, don't even have overtime. If you're gonna allow ties, what's the point?
There needs to be overtime, but they should either adopt the college method because everyone loves that. They're worried about injuries, but like no one wants a tie. The ties are like watching that whole game and then just being like, oh, so no one won.
Yep. 40-40
is brutal. And I understand 80 points were scored, so like we can't really complain that much. It was a very entertaining game, but I think we should either go, college rules, or just go 2-point conversions. Like just go straight to that.
Yeah.
Or I heard Pat McAfee talking about how he would change it. He said there should be like a kicking contest where you bring both kicking, field goal block and, the kicking team out. Start at 45. If they both make, go to 50. They both make, go to 55. All the way to, until whoever misses.
Yeah. I like that too. See, I prefer... Why not? I prefer getting the skill players on the field if you're going to do something, just because that's the bulk of your team.
I agree.
Or maybe that's something you do after the 10 minutes is up. It's like soccer. After you play.
That's what I'm saying. After.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it's a shootout. And then all of a sudden, because, soccer, they take away, it's not even the game. Same with hockey. They have a shootout. It's not even the game. It's just a breakaway. So, yeah, they just need to do something.
I agree. I think they should adopt college because you start, like, that helps limit injuries because you have a smaller playing field that you're playing on, like, and it's not, you don't have to drive the whole length of the field. And then you just do 2-point conversions, kind of like you said, where it's quick, it's easy. It's one play. If you stop it, great. If not, you have the chance to stop it on the other side of the field on defense. But I think ties are stupid, and I don't think they make any sense. And I think they're stupid, like I've said for the fourth time, because that's the only one that can come to my head right now is stupid. So they're stupid.
No one wants ties. No one's on board for it.
Nope. Just feels weird. But just, I don't know. Not a fan. The other one we wanted to talk about, Colts-Rams.
What's that?
We said it last week. If the Colts can hang in this game, I think we start taking them seriously, and they are for real. And I think they should have won this game.
Well, they should have won that game. Adonai Mitchell dropped the ball before he walked in the end zone, and then he had a horrible holding call for that big Jonathan Taylor run.
And then they gave up a 88-yard touchdown on one play with like a minute left in the game. Crazy. Colts are for real, though. That was the moral of it. That a couple stupid boneheaded plays. Adonai Mitchell, like, how many times do we have to watch that before people just stop doing it? Like, how many times
I don't understand. Run through the end zone, or like, I think he just kind of slipped out of his hands.
He was reaching it over to like cross the goal line, like he was, putting his starting to separate his right hand or something from it, and it just fell out of his hands. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I get he wasn't trying to like do anything crazy because people do that all the time, but God, it sucks. I feel bad for him, and that's again probably the reason why they lost the game. I also, that's another stupid rule. I don't really love that rule. I think there's got to be something different. Like, you fumble it out of the end zone and it goes to the other team on the 20. Like, I don't know.
I don't mind it. Don't fuck up like that, man.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. You definitely should not fuck up like that. But I was impressed by how the Colts played overall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're solid. I mean I still think they're a top 10 team, which we'll get to. But yeah, they're just a solid team. They have a good defense, they have good weapons, they have a solid quarterback. I mean, we're starting to see Danny Dimes was not the issue in New York, right?
Yeah.
Apparently the field's the issue there because it just tears ligaments.
I do think we'll get to that. I do think it's like I think this is the prime example of like coaching matters. Like for a lot of these guys, who you go to, what system you're in, like and some guys just never find it. They never find a system or a coach that fits. And we see nowadays, like you don't play great your first 2 years, you're kind of done. Like you don't get a ton of chances. Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones showed enough in his first couple years where he was able to get a contract.
Jones, you're all in. I love it.
He showed enough where like obviously he got the contract, like he showed the flashes, so he got to stick around a little bit longer. But there's guys like Anthony Richardson is one that comes to mind that he might not ever get his chance again because he didn't, he's kind of failed at the couple opportunities he's had, and it's gonna be hard to trust him now just because it's looked so bad. And then I mean, name any Browns quarterback, same thing. Like these guys they've drafted early that stink. And it could just be because you go to the wrong team, you go to the wrong organization, you go to the wrong place, and it just doesn't work out. So I do think that's part of it is just meshing with the right coach, the right scheme, and working to your strengths is such a big part of it that I think is not talked about enough. It's usually just like, hey, he's a bust, he sucks, or I feel like some of that stuff is never brought into play. So
yeah, it's also easy. It's easy to give up on guys.
Yes, so easy. Especially if they're like not your draft pick or not your, whatever, not your guy. It's so easy to give up on them. But yeah, switching over to New York, injuries, man. God, that sucks. Malik Neighbors going down for the year. Like he's so good too. I was telling my dad this week, and I was like, they need to turn off injuries. They just need to turn them off. Like they need to do it. He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I forgot you're old and don't understand what the hell I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, but what's his name? With Jackson Dart coming in too, losing your best weapon, that's brutal. And they get that win against the Chargers. That's huge.
It's a big win. It's a massive win. But I agree with you. Like from a development standpoint for Jackson Dart, like sucks losing a top 5 receiver in the NFL halfway through your first game. Like right as you're taking over, right when you want to build that chemistry, it stinks. Like they still won the game though, which I think is even more impressive. Like you said, the fact that they were to win that game, it's that defense. They put so much pressure on Justin Herbert. Joe Alt went down.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So it's like, and he just got swarmed all day. And it's hard. It's hard to run functioning offenses with.
Well, yeah, and the Giants, we've talked about this. Giants have a great defense.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Their front four is, they just keep drafting guys early, and they're stacked on their front four. Like their defensive line is unbelievable. So you go up against a weak offensive line, you're going to win a bunch of those matchups. So yeah, they made life hell for Justin Herbert for sure. Big win for the Giants.
Yeah,
big win for the Giants.
Yeah, and tough loss for the Chargers. So
yes,
Eagles Bucks, that lived up to it looked like a blowout there for a second.
It was a blowout for a while. Yeah.
Like I even texted you, I was like, I think you got this one right, and then all of a sudden, Baker Mayfield comes in the second half and decides to just be the GOAT.
There were some weird plays, man. Like that play to Ibuka, that like deep ball where I think like 2 Eagles kind of collided with each other and he kind of walks into the end zone. And then Bucky Irving had like an 80-yard touchdown reception late in the second half. So like some big plays from the Bucks. I still think the Eagles won pretty handily. Yeah. I still feel good about what I said last week that I don't know. I still feel like it was they performed well. Without that safety, they win by 8, which is still a pretty solid win on the road. So I do think that.
Yeah, and the Bucks are getting more and more injured.
Oh yeah, a lot of injuries right now. Bucky right now.
Irving just has a sprained foot. Mike Evans was out.
Chris Godwin's coming back, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, guys are just dropping like flies. It's insane. Like the football season is just it's just insane. But did anything else just stick out to you this week?
Ravens Chiefs, man.
Oh my God, I forgot about this. The Ravens are dead.
You think they're dead? I was going to ask you, like, what is your What's your outlook on the Ravens the rest of the season?
No, the Ravens are I don't know, man. It's tough. The injury, like the Mars injury is weird. I mean, he didn't practice today, but it's Wednesday, so you never know with that. But
I think he's going to play. I think he's okay.
Yeah, it's just their defense stinks. Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes threw for 4 touchdowns, first time since 2023.
Which is wild that that's first time since 2023.
Wild.
I don't think anyone would have guessed that. I guess maybe they would have because their offense doesn't look great the last few years. But still, when I saw that stat, I was like, he really has not put up the numbers at all in the last couple of years.
He's just been like the best game manager of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Taking his team to Super Bowls, winning Super Bowls. No, I think Ravens will be fine. This is a bad loss. This was a horrendous loss. They got outplayed. They got outmatched. Ravens have so many injuries, and like that's what makes me more nervous. Like I think Lamar's gonna be fine. I don't think he was faking the injury like a lot of people were saying was going around. Like I think he definitely felt something. They were down 17, end of the third quarter, early fourth. Not going to win that game. I think it makes sense for him. If he felt anything, I think it makes sense for how he plays and what he does and how important he is to the team. I think it makes sense if he was feeling something for him to sit down. I think he'll be fine. If he misses a week, I think it'll only be 1 week. I know there were some reports 2 to 3 weeks, but then it started to get talked back down that it might be only a week, if that, earlier today. So like I think he'll be fine. But Marlon Humphrey going down, Nate Wiggins going down. They put Matabike on IR with his neck injury. Like Kyle Van Noy's got an injury. They have 10 starters who didn't practice today. Like it's just, and a lot of them are on the defensive side of the ball. And their schedule lightens up a little bit here. So like I think they'll be okay. They play Houston. The Rams will be tough, but then they play the Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns. So like their schedule opens up a little bit here. And then I think what people like are kind of forgetting is they played the Bills, Lions, and Chiefs. Yeah. Like, those are the 3 losses. Like they played 3 of the best teams in the NFL in their first 4 weeks. It sucks they didn't pull out one of those as wins. Like they didn't win any of those. Like if they win the Bills game, we're probably talking about it a little bit differently, right? They're 2-2. Yeah, they had a couple bad losses. Lamar gets hurt, but they're 2-2 instead of 1-3. I think they're going to be fine. Like they have the Bengals twice on their schedule. They have the Browns twice or one more time. They still have the Patriots on the schedule. Steelers, I don't think are that good. They got the Dolphins. They got the Jets. Like they're going to find a way to win 9 or 10 games and get in the playoffs.
Yeah, and on the other side of that, like they barely lose to the Bills, who are 4-0, but the Bills have played the Ravens. Then they go Jets, Dolphins, Saints. So if the ball didn't get tipped, if you can make all these like ifs or whatever, the Ravens could be 2-2, and the Bills could be 3-1. So you just never really know. I think the Ravens will be fine, but like you said, they've had a tough go of it early in this season.
I do, and one more thing on it. I do think that there's just so much pressure on that team to win, and I think that's part of it. Like this is kind of their last. They have a ton of free agents next year. I think the cap starts to get like Lamar Jackson's cap hits like $75 million next year, so they'll need to do something with his contract. Like I think this is kind of like their last all. It was supposed to be their last all year, so I think they also just feel the pressure of not winning those big games, and I think it's shown up in these important games and tight moments, like Derrick Henry fumbling a couple of times. I'm sure he's feeling the pressure, and they need to get him the ball more. They didn't really get him the ball much. I know that the game script, they were down so much so early in that game, so like that's part of it. But I think I saw a stat. He's like 24th in the NFL right now in carries, which that's not what you pay him to do. He's a big part of your offense. He's your best offensive playmaker outside of Lamar. Got to find a way to get him the ball.
That's what John Harbaugh said last year, that he's not going to be the bell cow, but he is.
Yeah. So I think they'll be fine. But
yeah. Do you have a player of the week this week?
I do. I think the person this has to go to, he hasn't gone it the first 3 weeks, and he has had an unbelievable year, so I feel like I had to give it to him this week. Puka Nacua. Sticking with the NFC, he had, 13 catches?
He's so good.
13 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown. He was due for the Player of the Week award just because I'm just going to read his stats for the first couple games because I have it pulled up here. 10 receptions for 130 in week 1, 8 for 91, 11 for 112, and then he had 13 for 170. Like he's unbelievable.
Is he the best receiver in the league right now?
Right now, yeah. I don't think there's a question about it. There's also just something with Stafford.
Dude, he's so good.
Saw with Cooper Kupp. He obviously always had Calvin Johnson, who was a freak, but Like, this is Cooper Kupp from whatever year it was, 2021. Like, this is a carbon copy of Cooper Kupp from 2021 from a stats standpoint. And Stafford's a beast. I love Matt Stafford.
And Devontae is having a good year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
me too.
Rams as a whole. All right.
I'm trying to find
your it's
my top 10.
You got your rankings? Yeah.
I do.
Bengals number 10?
Bengals are 32.
Honestly, 32 is probably right.
No, the Titans are pretty bad.
Titans, Saints, and Browns, maybe. Yeah.
Browns got a good win. They got a top 10 win.
Yeah, that's true. Against Packers. I'm curious where you have the Packers.
All right, where do you want me to go? 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
Let's do 10 to 1.
I don't know. I feel like 1 to 10 would be better because everyone kind of knows who 1 and 2 are.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Go 1 to 10.
All right. Number 1, the Eagles.
Why'd you ask me if you knew what you wanted to do?
Because I thought you'd answer the question correctly. That's why. But that's a good point. I shouldn't do that. Anyway, Eagles number 1, Bills number 2. Ho-hum, both only undefeated teams in the league.
Yep.
Lions number 3. Your thoughts?
Okay. I don't hate it. I think they looked fantastic against the Ravens. They kind of juggernauts against the Ravens, whatever that was 2 weeks ago. They played the Browns this week, which is, I mean, they beat the Browns how they're supposed to beat the Browns. So I love watching the Lions play. They're going to beat the Bengals by 40 this week. So, yeah, it sounds about right.
Okay, Rams number 4. Bucks number 5.
Colts. Yeah, Bucks. You still got the Bucks high. Yeah, okay.
It's number 6. Chiefs 7. Seahawks.
Okay.
Packers 9. Ravens 10.
Okay, so you still have the Ravens in the top 10, even with
honorable
the 1-2
Honorable mention. Broncos Steelers.
Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. I still think I like the Ravens over the Broncos. Depending on Lamar's injury, I still like the Ravens above both those teams.
Who I left out this week? Who did I leave out this week?
Am I supposed to know this?
I don't know. They were in the top 10 last week. And they won. I think.
Did they?
Well, let me check. Did they win this week? No, they
Chargers.
lost. I don't know. Chargers. Oh yeah, Chargers are out because they lost to the Giants, and then
they were
the
on the
other
list last week though.
Yeah, they were. I forgot. And then also, there will be an honorable mention too, but the 49ers. They lost to the Jags, and their whole team is broken.
Yeah, I feel, dude, every year with the 49ers, man, I know we've talked about it before, but it's insane. They're going to get destroyed tomorrow.
They look like the Looney Tunes team in Space Jam when they're panning across the bench and all of their players are hurt.
They're like in casts and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly who the 49ers are now. But yeah, that's my top 10. Chargers, I need to put Chargers in honorable mention, but I still believe in them. But they lose 2 of their best linemen, and you lose to Jackson Dart and the Giants. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, I agree. You lose to the Malik Neighborless Giants.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, with Jackson Dart making his first start, which I think it can be hard sometimes playing a quarterback with their first start. But I like the list overall. I think where'd you have Colts 5?
Yeah, no.
6. Who was 6? Who was 6 and 7? There was one in there that I was going to switch.
Colts, Chiefs, 6 and 7.
Colts, Chiefs. I think I'd still put the Chiefs above the Colts.
So you would have the Chiefs not being in the top 10, jump all the way to 6.
There's a big win. There's a big win against the Ravens.
Over the Packers and Seahawks.
Over the Seahawks, yes. Packers, maybe not. I don't think I'd have the Packers down at 9, but I get why you have them at 9. They lost the Browns and then tied the Cowboys, who also are not great.
Who stink. Without CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, that's true. A good point. Very good point. Very good point. Dak is good, though. Dak is playing unbelievable.
Great.
Dak is playing unbelievable.
It kind of sucks he's there, man. Like that guy he's always in the drama and he just wants to sling it.
Yeah, he does want to sling it. He does sling it too.
George Pickens
He's going to get paid next year.
Is he already up?
Yeah, he's a free agent next year. That's part of the reason why that trade, like when they traded DK, it was like, are they going to give George Pickens a contract? But he's got the same agent as Michael Parsons, so we'll see how that goes.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikes.
All right. Let's get to our parlays. You go first. Because mine's kind of a lot of.
All right, so my parlay for this week. Speaking of George Pickens, we were talking about this before we got on. I feel like I could not put him in. He scored the last 3 weeks. He seems as sure a bet as any to score touchdowns. So I have George Pickens against the Jets, Amon-Ra against the Bengals. Easy money there. And then Tyler Warren against the Raiders. I think he's had a good start to his NFL career.
Wait, who against the Raiders?
Tyler Warren for the Colts against the Raiders.
Nice.
I think he finds the end zone this week at plus 175. And so the odds are plus 1,027. So a $10 bet would win you about $100.
Nice. All right. You ready for mine?
Yep.
Was yours 3 legs?
3 legs. I did 3 legs today.
All right, going safe. I get it, man. It's been a rough couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right, my first one. Give me Brock Bowers against the Colts. He's due.
I've been putting Brock Bowers in some, and I'm seeing plus 220 odds. Like, I like it. He's due. He's so due.
He is due.
I like that one.
Then I have Tet McMillan against the Dolphins.
Okay.
And then I have Jackson Dart against the Saints.
I like that.
Ran one in last week. Can do it again. And then I have the kid coming home to Cincinnati, David Montgomery, anytime touchdown.
Against the Bengals.
And against the Bengals. And that will give you plus 4,300 on Hard Rock. Just check wherever you're betting. But on Hard Rock, it's 4,300.
I can't get. Who was your second one? I do like it. Who's the second one?
Ted McMillan.
Yeah, that prop's not up for me yet. Damn it. I'm going to place it with Adam.
On Hard Rock?
Place it with him. No, I'm on DraftKings. I don't have Hard Rock.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't have Hard Rock. I like it. I like it a lot.
And we might have to switch to Hard Rock because that 50-cent thing that they're doing at I know you like DraftKings.
I think it's an Illinois thing, man. I think they're just
really?
I think it's because FanDuel's doing it. DraftKings wasn't doing it, and then it was 25 cents, and then all of a sudden it moved to 50 cents. Like, I think it's I'll have to check a couple of different apps.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's brutal.
It sucks. With the amount of bets that are placed, and you bet 10 bets, it's $5. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, I get it. All right, let's do our pick. How'd we do last week?
We did not do great, and by we I mean me.
Okay.
I went 0-3 last week, and then I think player props were about 500, 4-4. And then Mike, you went 2-1, so that brings your record to 7-5, and my record is 6-6.
Brother, don't ever say we didn't do well when
I
you
said we,
didn't do
by
well.
By we, I mean me. I did say that.
Yeah, you made me feel bad for a second.
No, you did good. I didn't have an 0-3 point at any point last year in our
That's
bets.
crazy.
I just went 0-3.
So what's your record?
6-6.
Oh, and I'm 7-5.
You're 7-5. Yep.
The turntables.
Mm-hmm. So this is week 5.
All right.
God, we're already in week 5. We're already a quarter of the way through the season.
That's
Isn't that
insane.
nuts?
Don't say that.
I need it to be over anyway, though. So
is Lamar Jackson not playing?
I think he's projected to be out. Yes, that's one of those games that you can
because the Ravens
on the
right now
side of the bet.
Ravens are plus 1.5 at home.
They're expecting him not to play then.
Damn. Then I guess I have to stay
Against
away
Houston.
from that. Yeah, I know, dude. That's pretty crazy. But I'm going to start it off really quick, and I'm just going to take the minus 10.5 line. I'm sorry, I have to.
No, I
minus
mean,
105. I think that's like an auto lock because there's no.
That is absolutely an auto lock. I think people were saying if it was 17.5, they'd still take the Lions. It should be like a college spread of 46.5, like
That's
Penn State
insane.
plays.
Take it easy.
What is the over-under in that game? 48.5. Yeah, but the problem is the Bengals can't score more than 3 points. You can't.
That's
it's
what
hard.
I mean. It's gonna be 45-3, and it's not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, in reality, it'll probably be 38-10, and it won't hit by half point.
We'll see.
God,
Hold on.
I do
Can
think
you say the stat really quick. The Bengals didn't run one play on the Broncos side of the field besides their first drive.
First drive. I think that's correct, yeah. They had 9 first downs, and 5 of them were on the first drive. They had more penalties than first downs.
You know the punter has more total yards than the offense?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They're like the first team in NFL history to have less than 200 total yards of offense through the first 4 weeks of the season. Yeah, don't test me. I'll keep going.
Prayers up. Prayers up for Gina.
I'll go back to the bets. God, dude, the Ravens, man. You're like that.
I'm staring right at it. That's insane. That's an insane pick.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna do it. God, why did it?
I know, right?
I'm gonna take the Giants plus 1.5 against the Saints.
Wow, they're plus odds. Is it at New Orleans?
It's at New Orleans, but I think their D-line is good enough. Like, I know Malik Neighbors isn't playing, but I think Jackson Dart is good enough. He's athletic enough, and I just think their D-line is going to be too good for the Saints. So I like that. I'm going to go, and that's minus 110.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Cowboys minus 2.5 at minus 112. And yes, that is a terrible game.
Yeah. That's a good pick. I like the Cowboys minus 2.5. Okay. Cowboys minus 2.5.
The Jets stink, dude. It's insane.
They do. They got destroyed by the Dolphins. I know we didn't talk about that game, but yikes. I don't even think Justin Fields is bad. Maybe he is bad. I don't know. Maybe he is bad.
He can't throw the ball, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he gets. Yeah, that's a good point. It's usually required to play quarterback. Yes. Let's see.
He's a great backup for Lamar.
I'm gonna take Eagles minus 4.5 at home against the Broncos. I do not think the Broncos are that good.
You can get it for 3.5.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, 3.5 minus 115.
All right, we'll do 3.5 minus 115. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
How do you feel about that as an Eagles fan?
I haven't seen much from the Broncos. Their only 2 wins have been against the Titans and Bengals. And then, they luckily lost to the Colts. And then who else did they play? They didn't play anyone good.
Who was it? It was another tough loss though.
Oh, they lost to the Chargers.
Loss. Chargers, that's right. I don't think, even what I saw when they destroyed the Bengals, I think that's how bad the Bengals are.
They're a team that could make the playoffs as the last seed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But they have a great defense.
Yeah.
They have a great defense.
They have a good defense, yeah.
The over-under in that game is enticing. Let's see. Is this my last pick? Yeah.
Yep.
Man. The Bucks are plus 3.5. Give me the Chargers minus 2.5.
That's the other one I was looking at.
Commanders.
That's the other one I was looking at.
I love that. But I think a good bounce back. Right? Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know though. Because he didn't play last week. He was supposed to play and then.
You know what you could do? Parlay the Chargers and Ravens and hope Lamar comes back and hope Jaden doesn't.
I think that's a good point. I think it's the Ravens specifically. If I was a Ravens fan and if I was in the weeds like I am with the Bengals, you typically know this stuff. Is it plus 260? I'm sure Ravens fans know what's going on, and I'm sure a bunch of them have placed bets depending on what information they're hearing from their beat reporters and stuff. Crazy line. Vikings Browns over under is 35.5.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not touching it. Dylan Gabriel starting.
Dylan Gabriel, yeah. Did you see the whole Shador Sanders?
Did you see that Shador interview? Is there an echo in here?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's
so stupid.
I guess he was responding to Rex Ryan or something, because Rex Ryan said he does all this talking about how he's going to be the quarterback. I need to see it. So he went out and just pretended to not say anything.
And just like that, I'm in.
They sucked me back in.
Yeah.
All right. I saw you saying Bucks and Seahawks. That's one I was also looking at. Same with Cardinals and Titans. I think the Titans are that bad.
Titans are so bad.
Yeah.
Ask Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm gonna take the over under in that game. They burned me last week because they put up 0 points on offense.
Wait, what?
Titans.
Who they play?
Cardinals. Titans. Cardinals. 41.5.
Cardinals kind of stink. I'm in on that.
Or do the Titans stink?
Well, the Cardinals stink too, but not as much as the Titans. I know. Do you want to talk 20 minutes about the Titans?
I do like talking about Titans. Funny enough, 2 worst teams of football. Zach Taylor and his one coaching tree that he has.
Where do you rank Zach Taylor? I need your Zach Taylor meter on where he is in 27. Who's behind him?
Brian Callahan. He's 30.
Oh, so it's just him and Brian Callahan. Maybe they can go. Maybe they can go to the UFL together next year.
Yeah, maybe. I do hope that the Bengals move on from Zach Taylor. I don't think they will, but I think
they will not. They will not. He's got a lifetime gig.
Do you like the Colts minus 6.5 against the Raiders? No. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go Bucks Seahawks. I'm gonna go Titans Cardinals over 41.5.
Okay. I like that.
I don't feel as good about my picks as I normally do, but here we are. All right. I'm gonna read them down. Giants. For me, Giants plus 1.5, minus 110. Eagles minus 3.5, minus 115. Titans Cards over 41.5, minus 115. And then Mike has Lions minus 10.5, minus 105. Cowboys minus 2.5, minus 115. And Chargers minus 2.5, minus 122.
Love it. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's it.
Follow us at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and at Athlete Pod on Twitter. I'm only saying Twitter now.
Yes, Twitter's better. I like that a lot better. X always sounds weird to me.
I agree. It's too much. All right, Brian. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. It was fun. Thank you for having me.
Oh, shit. We got to do it again, dude. Let the lens cap out.